Hey everybody, it's Rob here and welcome back to yet another severe weather update as we have multiple days straight of very impactful severe weather. I don't want to keep you guys waiting any longer. Let's go ahead and just get right into this. So currently what we're looking at is the day one Storm Prediction Center outlook. So what this shows us is a pocket of enhanced risk in Texas and then another pretty large enhanced risk spanning from Nebraska up all the way up into southern Minnesota, and then a moderate risk here in northwestern Iowa. So this is our eyeball for kind of the potential of some pretty strong long track tornadoes today. Now again, this is a bullseye spot here in western Iowa, and the potential to see some supercells, some long track tornadoes is very high up there today. The only limiting factor is our cap, and that's why we could have had an outbreak, honestly, spanning from Iowa all the way down here into Oklahoma and Texas. If our cap was a little bit weaker, we could be seeing a strong tornado outbreak spanning the entirety of this zone here. But now tomorrow's risk is much different. You can see there's an enhanced risk spanning from Louisiana all the way here to Illinois, Indiana, and that includes a 10% hatched with a 15% bullseye hatched for, again, strong, potentially long track, violent tornadoes. Now you can see here we do kind of have this bullseye for what the Storm Prediction Center thinks will be a higher likelihood of seeing tornadoes down here. But still, this entire area, a 10% hatch for this broad of an area, is very concerning. Especially some of the models are showing a little bit more of a clearing in the earlier morning hours, which would aid our destabilization and provide that energy in our atmosphere for these cells to go up. So what we'll go ahead and look at right now, this is the NAM model, and this is going to show us our lower level winds here. So this is our lower level jet, our lowest winds in the atmosphere. And this is, we're really kind of just focusing here on Iowa, and we can see the timing of this around noon to about 4 p.m. is when the wind shear will be in place for those strong, potentially long track supercells to be going. And right now it's currently 2 p.m. here, and probably within the next 2 hours we are going to start to see some of those cells going up here in western Iowa, and they will most definitely have the potential to produce potentially strong tornadoes. So let's go ahead and go to our high resolution model, and we'll check out the Midwest here. This isn't exactly what is going to happen. However, this gives us an idea of what may potentially happen. We can see a little bit later, this is going to be about a little bit closer to evening, around, let's see, about 7 p.m. maybe, we start to get some of these cells firing up here. You can see this more linear mode on the back end. So these cells here in northern Iowa will have the potential to produce some long track violent tornadoes, and you might get more of these embedded supercells in this linear mode out here west. This will rapidly grow upscale into more of a line, and it looks like it very much falls apart as it moves off into Illinois, and then we get the next round of severe weather for tomorrow in the Midwest. But again, you can see right here north central Iowa, western Iowa is where you get these cells developing here. And again, if we click just out ahead of this cell will likely have, yes, a very potent, we've got about 1500, there's likely going to be 2000 cape here, very strong turning in the lowest levels of the atmosphere. That's why you have tornado as the hazard type for this sounding. Again, our significant tornado parameters are off the charts for today. It's absolutely insane seeing some of our significant tornado parameters. Now we'll go ahead and flip over here to the NAM 3K. We don't like to use this model too terribly much to look at reflectivity, but it'll give us an idea of tomorrow's risk, which is this risk here, this tomorrow Wednesday. So as that line kind of falls apart, we're gonna have some of these lingering morning showers. These will likely be non-severe, maybe a little gusty showers moving through Kentucky, Indiana, and Illinois. Now that will help to hamper our severe chances just slightly, but you do see we get reorganization of some strong to severe thunderstorms here, central, south central Illinois and into Missouri, and those will quickly progress about, let's see, when do those organize? That is roughly around noon here in Illinois. And then we head up towards about 1 p.m. and we sort of have this linear sort of broken cluster of cells that's moving through here. And updraft helicity tracks are showing the potential that these will be embedded supercells, more of actually a broken line of supercells rather than just a linear QLCS event. You can see we do have cells out here too firing in western Kentucky. So the potential for some strong tornadoes there as well. Now we'll go ahead and go a little bit farther south to the Ohio Valley, looking here where that 15% risk is in Arkansas and Mississippi. And you can see they start to clear out pretty decently. And as we get some organization of these storms here, you can see this is our front back here. And we get these prefrontal storms firing out ahead. Now, it's likely that this will also be sort of a broken line of sort of semi-discrete cells rather than just a line of storms here. This will likely be a little bit more broken. You will likely see some more supercellular features in here. And anywhere in southern Illinois all the way down here to Louisiana, Mississippi, this whole zone here, you're going to have the potential for strong, potentially long track, violent and significant tornadoes. So the positive thing is I will be able to chase the Midwestern mode of this event, the northern mode of this event. Not too far for me, so that's a positive. But just know if you live in any of these areas all the way from, I mean, even Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, even maybe a little bit of Wisconsin, Michigan, and Ohio will be included in this. You need to be very weather aware. This is a very large, widespread outbreak. And specifically the areas that I highlighted for tomorrow, Wednesday, from southeast Illinois, or from southern Illinois all the way down to Louisiana into Mississippi. This whole zone right here that I'm highlighting, very similar to the area of December 10th. This area is going to be under the gun for some severe weather. That does not mean we're going to have an outbreak the likes of what happened December 10th, because that was a very tragic event. However, it definitely means that we need to be alert. We need to be ready. We need to be prepared. If you don't have some type of preparedness, some type of plan in place for severe weather, specifically tornadoes, you need to do so now. Have that plan ready with your family, and just have ways to receive your weather alerts. Outdoor sirens are not the most ideal way. That you should never rely on tornado sirens whatsoever. You should have your phone charged and ready for that severe weather. If it strikes, have your alerts turned on. But I don't want to make this video any longer for you guys. There will be severe weather following this on Thursday as well off here on the eastern coast. However, that's a little bit uncertain right now, and I'll go ahead and just leave that off for a later video coming. But thank you guys so much. The channel's been really growing nicely lately, and like I said, I'm going to be chasing hopefully the northern mode of this in Indiana, Illinois, trying to give you guys in the field live updates as we do have some of these broken cells, possible prefrontals, and then the linear mode on the back end of this. So again, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and please listen to the warnings and stay safe out there. Peace out.